With the third installment of this here series due to come up in theaters, let's talk about the one that started all for Marvel's miniaturized and sometimes big growing hero, Ant-Man. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Excelsior! Enough said. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers and true believers out there. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Stoll, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a re-review of the 2015 superhero flick Ant-Man, released by Marvel Studios. Distributed by Disney, the 12th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and also the final film in Phase 2. The film was directed by Pym Resigns from a screenplay by the writing teams of Edgar Wright and Joe Cornish, plus Anne McKay and Paul Rudd, who stars as the title character and alter ego Scott Lang, along with Evangeline Lilly, Corey Stoll, Bobby Cannavale, Michael Pena, Tip T.I. Harris, Anthony Mackie, Wood Harris, Judy Greer, Abby Ryder Fortson, David Dastmalchian, and Michael Douglas as Hank Pym. In the film, Lang must help defend Pym's Ant-Man shrinking technology and plot a heist with worldwide ramifications. Anyway, this film proved to be a big success when it came out in 2015. Yes. So anyway, let's get into the story. In 1989, scientist Hank Pym resigns from S.H.I.E.L.D. after discovering their attempt to replicate his Ant-Man shrinking technology. Believing the technology would be dangerous if replicated, Pym vows to hide it for as long as he lives. In the present day, Pym's estranged daughter, Hope Van Dyne, and former protege, Darren Cross, have forced him out of his company, Pym Technologies. Cross is close to perfecting a shrinking suit of his own, the Yellow Jacket, which horrifies Pym. Upon his release from prison, well-meaning thief Scott Lang moves in with his old cellmate, Louise. Lang visits his daughter Cassie unannounced and is chastised by his former wife Maggie and her police detective fiance Paxton for not providing child support. Unable to hold down a job because of his criminal record, Lang agrees to join Louise's crew and commit a burglary. Lang breaks into a house and cracks its safe, only to find what he believes to be an old motorcycle suit, which he takes home. After trying the suit on, Lang accidentally shrinks himself to the size of an insect. Terrified by the experience, he returns the suit to the house, but is arrested on the way out. Pym, the homeowner, visits Lang in jail and smuggles the suit into his cell to help him break out. Pym, who manipulated Lang through an unknowing Louise into stealing the suit as a test, wants Lang to become the new Ant-Man to steal the Yellow Jacket from Cross. Having been spying on Cross after discovering his intentions, Van Dyne and Pym train Lang to fight and to control ants. While Van Dyne harbors resentment towards Pym about her mother Janet's death, he reveals that Janet, known as the Wasp, disappeared into a subatomic quantum realm while disabling a Soviet nuclear missile in 1987. Pym warns Lang that he could suffer a similar fate if he overrides the suit's regulator. They send him to steal a device that will aid their heist from the Avengers headquarters, where he briefly fights Sam Wilson, alias the Falcon. Cross perfects the Yellow Jacket and hosts an unveiling ceremony at Pym Technologies headquarters. Lang, along with his crew and a swarm of flying ants, infiltrates the building during the event, sabotages the company's servers, and plants explosive. When he attempts to steal the Yellow Jacket, he, along with Pym and Van Dyne, are captured by Cross, who intends to sell both the Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man suits to Hydra. Now for the ending. You have 5 sentences of this video, like always. If go to the description box below if you've seen the movie already. As I count down, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Lang breaks free, and he and Van Dyne dispatch most of the Hydra agents, though one flees with a vial of Cross's particles and Pym is shot. Lang pursues Cross while the explosives detonate, imploding the building as Pym and Van Dyne escape. Cross dons the yellow jacket and attacks Lang before Lang is arrested by Paxton. Cross takes Cassie hostage to lure Lang into another fight. Lang overrides the regulator and shrinks to subatomic size to penetrate Cross's suit and sabotage it to shrink uncontrollably, presumably killing Cross. Lang disappears into the quantum realm but manages to reverse the effects and returns to the macroscopic world. Out of gratitude for Lang's heroism, Paxton covers for Lang to keep him out of prison. Seeing that Lang survived and returned from the quantum realm, Pym wonders if his wife is alive as well. Later, Lang meets up with Louise, who tells him that Wilson is looking for him. In a mid-credit scene, Pym shows Van Dyne a new Wasp prototype suit and offers it to her. In a post-credit scene, Steve Rogers and Wilson have Bucky Barnes in their custody. Unable to contact Tony Stark because of the Accords, Wilson mentions that he knows someone who can help. End of story. So, what did I think of Ant-Man? Well, I have revisited the film a few times after going to see it in theaters. The film opened in July of 2015. Well, just a few weeks after it premiered at the Dolby Theater in June of that same year. I think it was outstanding. This was a unexpected big hit, but it proved to do well. It received generally good reviews from the critics, welcoming the film not similar, smaller stakes than other MCU films, as well as its cast, particularly Rudd, Pena, Lilly, and Douglas, plus the humor and visual effects. Now, according to Rotten Tomatoes, which has it certified fresh at 83%, they say it's with the film led by a charming performance from Paul Rudd. It offers Marvel thrills on an appropriately smaller scale, albeit not as smoothly as its most successful predecessors. Nevertheless, I thought it was good. Variety says it succeeds well enough as a genial diversion and sometimes a delightful one, predicated on the rarely heeded Hollywood wisdom that less really can be more. The Hollywood Reporter said, although the story dynamics are fundamentally silly and the family stuff, which parallel father-to-daughter melodrama, is elemental button pushing. A good cast led by a wing Paul Rudd puts the nonsense over in reasonably disarming fashion. So anyway, the list goes on with them and what have you. So anyway, the film was a big success. It went on to make $519 million worldwide. It made $180 million here in North America and $339 million overseas. So anyway, that proved to be another big hit for the MCU. Now, 3 years later, we would get a sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, which actually, as a matter of fact, did a little better than this one. You will be getting a review of this next time. And of course, don't forget there's the brand new Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which opens in theaters this week. And you will be getting a spoiler-free review of it this weekend. I also liked the score from Christoph Beck, which was very good in what have you, just like any other kind of MCU flick, to be honest. Now, our cast, on the other hand, I was surprised by Paul Rudd's performance as Ant-Man. After seeing him in various comedies and what have you, he does an exceptionally good job. I mean, although this was only the second film I can remember I know of him by doing a non-comedic performance, since he had appeared in his younger in the younger self in Halloween 6: The Curse of Michael Myers. Anyway, he was exceptionally good. Peyton Reed compared Lang Rudd's character to George Clooney's character of Danny Ocean from Ocean's 11, saying he's a guy trying to create a new life for himself and find redemption. Incredible. And he worked with trainers and cut alcohol, fried foods, and carbs out of his diet. So that was good. The Evangeline Lilly plays Hope Van Dyne. I was absolutely stunned by this performance. She was very good. And she's really going to be good. She's really good in the next one, but I'll get to that later. Corey Stoll plays Darren Cross, the bad guy, aka Yellow Jacket. I will say he's very good. Pretty good villain and what have you. Bobby Cannavale plays Jim Paxton. He's not too bad. Now, he originally wanted Patrick Wilson for the role, but he left the film due to scheduling conflicts brought by the filming delay. Yeah, it did have something like that. Michael Pena played Luis, who was pretty good. Tip T.I. Harris plays Dave. And of course, we have Anthony Mackie playing Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon. Let's see. We also have Wood Harris as Paxton's partner, Gail, and Judy Greer as Maggie. And then we have young Abby Ryder Fortson playing Cassie. Let's see. David Desmalchian played Kurt, a member of Lang's crew, who wasn't too bad. And I really loved Michael Douglas's performance as Hank Pym. He was exceptionally very good in this and what have you. So anyway, I think the cast was good. So with everything said, the film has a great cast. It's got a good story, good humor, good visual effects, and a good score as well, etc., etc., etc. A fun fact I found out now the score was composed by Christoph Beck, which this wasn't the first time he had worked with Pam Reed. He had recently worked with him years back on Bring It On. As a matter of fact, yeah, can you believe that? I didn't know it. So with everything said, would I recommend Ant-Man? The answer is easily hell yeah. Definitely look into this. You can find it on physical media. You can also find it on Disney Plus, just like all other MCU films, except for the new one, which is opening in theaters and it won't come until possibly later on. But I'm not going to get to anything on that yet. But anyway, Ant-Man, really a fun flick, and I really liked it. So, what are your thoughts on Ant-Man? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the sequel Ant-Man and the Wasp, which like this is a re-review. So, I hope you like this, and if you enjoy it, check out some of these other films from the MCU. Some of them I've recently did re-reviews of. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of Marvel's Avengers from 2012. The upper right-hand corner is my re-review of Spider-Man Homecoming from 2017. Or if you'd like something different, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of another film, of the film that I was talking about that Pam Reed directed, Bring It On, from 2000. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya and Excelsior! Bye now.